Hey, what's up? In the recent patch 1.0.3, they have officially patched the recent Nightmare exploit. Sadly, this has been removed from the game, and you might be wondering, what else can you do after the recent patch? We are first going to talk about the exploit, then finish up the video by showing you guys how to reset a Nightmare dungeon. Let's start off by talking about the exploit. We want to locate a Helltides event on the map. What I suggest is that you find an event that either has waves of enemies or something like this where you go around destroying structures. The reason why I recommend these events is because they do have quite a few enemies that pop in and you can take them out and potentially pick up some of those cinders. Once you've reached the end, defeat the boss and you can then collect all the loot. I recommend that you pick up everything that you see, so if you see some cinder on the side, definitely grab it. For the loot, you can leave it behind because it will pop back up. So here we are, we have taken out the boss. So what I'm going to do here is collect all the loot that I did not grab previously, and I want to teleport out of town. You can do this by clicking T and just simply go towards the town. If you're on console, it'll be down on the D-pad, just letting you know. Then from there, you should be at the town. We want to turn around, do a 180, and what should happen is when we go back through the portal, the event will be officially reset. We can do this as many times as we want, picking up a bunch of opals, legendaries, rares, gold, XP, all that good stuff that you absolutely would want. And you should see it right here that the event is going to pop up. There are some cases where potentially a player may pop up with you, like this for example. If this is the case, do not worry, you're absolutely fine. Just complete this whole entire event with them, and then towards the end, teleport out like we have done before. I'm going to show you that this works once more, so this way you know indeed this does work. So here we go, we're picking up the loot. I already have a crap ton of opals. This is why I cannot pick up anymore, so what I'll do is just head straight back to town. We are going to then rinse and repeat the same exact step. You will then pop up right at the same exact spot, do a 180, go back through the portal. What you should see again is that everything will load up back as it once was, so the event will be instantly reset. It's similar to the instant dungeon glitch, except this does have some issues with it. Like, for example, you may join in and the event is not been reset. So if that has happened, do not worry, just try it again. Just go back towards the town and then go back through the portal. Hopefully it will reset itself. What you see right here is the same exact vent, the same exact items that I had before on the ground, including the ovals, and I can just rinse and repeat this as much as I like. Let's say that you have collected a crap ton of ovals. Of course, I have a lot of cinder up there, but we're just going to focus on the ovals because we can take these back towards the town. We can turn them in so we can grab a crap ton of legendaries, because right now I have 800 ovals within my inventory, so this means I have a good amount of tries to pick up a good legendary. If I do not pick up one that I like, I of course can just scrap it or possibly just trade it in for some gold. Now, obviously, the only way to turn in these opals is to head straight towards the Purveyor of Curiosity. You can find this fella straight on the map by locating this icon right here, and I'll show you it just in 1 second as I'm zoomed out. Right there, you should see it, Purveyor of Curiosity. We want to interact with the fella. Choose one of the following options. There's quite a few here. I'm going to choose pretty much the staff, I think, and I might as well choose something like the boots here. So we're just going to click on this a bunch of times, and what you should see is a bunch of loot pops up. We want to drop that out and then just grab the ones, or keep the ones that are legendaries. Of course, you can scrap these down, come back for them later. I'm going to go back to the top here and click a bunch of staffs. This is what I was able to pick up, quite a few legendaries just from using this simple exploit. And now continuing on towards the Nightmare Dungeon reset. This is not a glitch or an exploit at all, just mentioning that right away so none of you out there just comment, oh man, this guy's No, we're not going over a glitch now. This is just something that you can do to help gather a crap ton of XP. We want to locate an occultist nearby. We want to go ahead and craft a sigil. This can be pretty much any sigil. Like, if you want to craft a sacred, by all means, go ahead. What I'll be doing instead is heading towards the inventory, click on the consumable tab, then locate a sigil of your choice. I'll choose this one, I'll accept it. What's great about the recent update is you, of course, can travel straight towards that Nightmare Dungeon. So let's do that by clicking on the Nightmare Dungeon icon. And alrighty, we are going to head inside, then clear out all of the enemies within the dungeon. We do not want to defeat the final boss because this will ruin the next few steps. Of course, doing so will complete the whole entire dungeon. This is why we just want to clear out all of the enemies. If you happen to have some sort of objective where you do have to clear out all of the enemies, do it, but just don't defeat the last one, right? If that makes any sense. Then from there, leave the dungeon by going towards the emote wheel and assign the leave dungeon there, or you can just leave through the map. Once you're outside of the dungeon, you can click T on the keyboard or down on the keyboard to head straight to town. We want to wait here for about 2 minutes. The reason why is so this will give the game enough time to reset that nightmare. The reason why we are doing this is so that we could benefit from the XP, because in the recent patch 1.0.3, they have increased the XP that you can gain from these nightmare enemies. Now we're going to head straight towards the portal, then to the dungeon, and you should then be able to see that everything has completely reset. Do you need to head straight to town? I doubt it. The reason why I do so is so I can scrap a bunch of items, so I'm used to clicking on the T, right? So I teleport straight out and I head straight to town, scrap everything that I can possibly scrap, and rinse and repeat this. And so there you have it. I hope that you all have enjoyed the video so far. If you have, remember to click the subscribe button down below, as well as click the notification icon right next to it. By all means, if you have any questions, leave them down below. I will try to reply back within the first hour or two. Thank you to everyone that has currently stopped by and has subscribed and done all of that. I appreciate the love and support, and I'll see you all in the next video.